talk about Apple a lot, and as I mentioned earlier, we try to be a very customer-centric company, and we hold Apple up as the exemplar of that. If you look at their more recent devices, they're clearly designed around the customer and not around the assorted portfolio of different products that company is trying to market. Which I think is why I think it's their valuation surpassed Microsoft. So we think that Apple does a really good job of focusing on the customer, and then when you do that, you build a better mousetrap.
We do the same, and we also look at Apple, and certainly the pace of innovation there is really striking, and I think that's really important in today's world. But we look at companies like Nordstrom and say, wow, what world-class customer service, and certainly that's what we aspire to at Blue Nile and are trying to deliver every day. We look at Costco, certainly from the customer standpoint, and also where smart consumers would go, and we believe we offer something similar to the person who's in the market for a diamond. But I think that's really important as you build your brand to build it on behalf of the customer. We look at Starbucks and say, who would have thought that we're standing in line to spend $3 plus on a cup of coffee? And they've largely built their brand through an exceptional customer experience, not through big marketing campaigns or TV commercials. So I think there's a lot to be said for building one customer at a time through touch points all across that customer experience.
Their products are fantastic, and that's probably what drove that list of quality products to the top. It's interesting, the power of Steve Jobs and the importance that he brings to that business. When he was gone, it wasn't so hot, and he's really the catalyst there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 10 years there. Part of taking care of the members involves our community involvement. So every market in the world, whether it's Tacoma or Taipei or any other country across the space, we're involved locally with schools, and particularly children's health. So we spend a lot of time that. We're very involved here in the Northwest with Children's Hospital. Lots of initiatives around education, and you see a lot of scholarships that have been awarded here in this area. But we do the same in other countries. We have the same sort of fundraising activities. We have sustainability programs for various products, from cashew nuts to coffee farms in Africa. We know that there's a business case for all of this, for being involved in the community, for doing the right things. It cements your relationship in the communities. It provides us, in the case of farmers around the world, a steady stream of product, of high caliber product that we help foster and make sure that people are being paid fairly and they get a fair price for their goods. So those are some of the activities that we're involved with.
We, I think, start by encouraging our employees to give back to the community, and we have programs around United Way and Children's Hospital, the MS Society. I think also encouraging our employees to let us know what they're interested in, and then we're working to be supportive there. And so a lot more for us to build there, but I think that is a part of our culture, and we believe in being good citizens, good neighbors, encouraging that throughout the business. Internationally, we have only 7 people outside the U.S., but I'd say for us, doing the right thing in terms of our suppliers who are all around the world. Certainly when it comes to the mining of metals, there are sustainability initiatives that we are a part of and have signed on to. In the diamond industry, they're onto that process with our suppliers. So, again, I think getting back to doing the right thing throughout the business is what will make us successful for the long term.